Gezi, congratulations, a comprehensive victory up there. How would you assess the performance from start to finish?
Yeah, obviously it was a slow start. Apparently, I thought I started all right, but yeah, it was a slow start when you look at the stats. But you know, regardless how well I played, Josh was nowhere near today. I'm not sure. You know, he struggled a little bit. He couldn't get off. He didn't score. He didn't power score like he could. And yeah, I was happy with that. You know, I was playing pretty decent, but he was nowhere near, and I felt for him. But on the other hand, I was happy as well because obviously I want to win. But yeah, it was one of those games where I didn't play brilliant. I felt I played better than what the stats showed, but Josh was way off.
When did you decide to change your starting double? Obviously, we know you love tops. When did you make that decision from the last game to this game to really bed down on that?
Yeah, today, tonight when I was practicing, I sort of slipped over to the left of the hockey. I normally stand to the right, and I was like, right, I'm going to start double 14. I'm thinking, why should I move on the hockey? I'll just stand to the right, double 13, double 14. Whether I go double 16, it's only a couple of points. And I think, as long as I can get off, I give myself the best chance. I know how well I can score at times, and yeah, just needed to get off, and I started banging in the double 13. I was like going in first start. And then the first 3 darts on stage, it was like miss. I was like, what am I doing? But yeah, it worked, and I'm glad I changed it.
You and Josh had an absolute cracker at the match play. Was it nice to get revenge for that defeat here tonight?
Yeah, it was nice, especially the 2 legs when it was back-to-back 180s. I think actually I went 180, he went 180, I went 180. I think it was 2 legs I got, and he missed the double. He missed the ball on a 170 and gave me that chance, and that's the chances you need.
Luke Littler, up next. You excited for that? You two seem to bring the best out of each other when you play. It could be an absolute cracker tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, Luke was fantastic in his first game against Gerwyn, and I know I feel for him because he's playing brilliant as well. He wasn't so good in his game today, and I hope he plays just as bad as that tomorrow. But it doesn't always happen. But we're both playing pretty decent. He's playing brilliant, and you can't take that away from him. But I'm here to win this tournament, and I believe I can win, and I'm not scared of anybody.
Cheers, Gezi.
Gezi, well done today. The game against Josh at the match play was mentioned. Was that maybe an extra 1 or 2% motivation for tonight?
No, to be honest, I didn't really think about the match play, but I sort of knew that the match play was a game where I couldn't score and I didn't take opportunities. Josh had some really good timely shots where I'd set up shots and he'd take out a last start finish all the time, and he could have done that a couple of times today, but he missed, and then it went in my favour. So it's just one of them games, in the match play it worked for him. The luck was on his side, and yeah, I played a little bit better. The luck was on my side today.
In those previous wins that you've got over Luke Littler, what do you think the key ingredient has been to get the victory on your side?
I think the key ingredient is just that I don't care. I don't care who I play. I play the board, and I play. If I know if I play my A game, that 9 times out of 10 I win. And I think all the other players are scared of him before they even get on the board. Like Phil Taylor used to be years ago. But to be honest with you, I know if I turn up tomorrow, I'll win. If I don't turn up, it's going to be a tough game, and I'll probably lose. But if I turn up, I'll win.
Is that something you think is different for a game that you approach against Littler to sort of 90% of the other players on top?
100%. They all play the player. I don't play the player.
Well done tonight, Gezi. We all saw that Josh wasn't at his best up there. Can you tell in the practice room, do you look over and see when a player is not quite on form going into a match?
No. I mean, there was, how many, 8 boards in there today? Josh was 3, 4, 5 boards over from me. I don't take no notice, whether you look over and he's hitting 26s or 180s, it can work both ways. You're thinking he's playing rubbish, he comes out flying, or you think he's playing brilliant, and then, so I just concentrate on my own game.
How would you assess this year? Because I remember last year you always said that this year you are going to focus, you want to, when you want to get back to your best. And to be fair to you, you've been absolutely brilliant this year, justified the Premier League spot. But from your point of view, how good has it been? Has it met your expectations?
Not so much in TV events and Premier League and stuff like that, but floor events, I've started to turn up to a lot more. I've got myself back up to, Pro Tour #1. I'm Players Championship Finals #1 on the ranking. I'm up in the top 5 of the European finals. So, yeah, I'm playing well this year. But when it comes to majors, I need to really stamp my authority and get back to where I need to be or where I should be.
You mentioned getting back to where you've been majors. It has been a while since lifting a ranking major. Is that something on your mind when you enter these big TV tournaments now?
Yeah, definitely. I want to win tournaments. The more tournaments you win, the more ranking points you get. So I'm eager to get one, but if I don't, as long as I'm more consistent, getting to quarters, semis, finals, stay in the top 8, that's all that matters. You know, I want to win tournaments, but it's not a be all and end all. The World Championship I want to win because obviously it's big ranking points, and you know it eases the pressure for 2 years. So apart from that one, I don't care.
Cheers, Gezi. Thanks for your time.
Congratulations, Gezi. You were following a really swift match from Luke Littler there. Was it in your mind at all to, but put out a statement win of your own?
No. To be honest, I don't care about any other game or anybody playing. As long as I'm winning, a win's a win. If I'm playing rubbish, I'm playing good. Every game is different. I know Luke didn't play brilliant today like he did his first game, but his next game could be like his first game. You know, every game's different, every day's different. So, you know, I just take every day as it comes, every game as it comes, and you know, I know how well I can play. I know how well Luke can play. It's going to be a good game, hopefully.
And how pleasing was it to get the job done in the fashion that you did against Josh? Did you expect a lot more from him?
Yeah, I did, but I also knew that Josh over the last 18 months has been playing brilliant. But the last 6 weeks, I think he's sort of slipped off a little bit. I'm not sure why. But I knew if I started well early on and put him under pressure, that maybe he wouldn't be as good as he has in the last 18 months. And you know, he's fantastic. He'll get back to where he should be. But for some reason, over the last couple of months, or the last couple of weeks, he hasn't been what he has been.
And you touch on starting well there. How important is that tomorrow against Luke?
It's important in every game, not just against Luke. You know, if you don't start, you can't score, you can't win legs. And he showed today, you know, Mike the Decker, Dal Gurney. I mean, them games where you just can't get off and it's frustrating. But yeah, as long as I get started, give myself the opportunity, I'll be fine.
Thanks, guys.
To change your